Hey, what's going on, everybody? Another quick video for you. I've made some previous videos talking about, the Niners' off-season priorities or what they should do in the draft as far as most likely to most unlikely scenarios. Today's video, in no particular order, I have free agency and as far as who the Niners should re-sign with their limited cap. So in no particular order, I'm just going to go at it. The first one is Trent Williams. I feel like left tackle is a very important position. I feel like the 49ers offensive line is, taking a lot of flack for how poorly they played last year, and rightly so. But the one lone bright spot was Trent Williams amongst all the poor play. And he's gonna ask for a lot of money. But it looks at I look at the 49ers and I feel like if there's one thing they need to solidify more than anything, it's that offensive line. And I feel like the first step in that would be resigning Trent Williams. He could be asking for anywhere from 18 to 22 million a year. So be interesting to see if the Niners find a way to re-sign him, or if they cut their losses and maybe go with a less a cheaper version of a pretty decent tackle, and then maybe address the rest of the offensive line as well. My next is Jason Verrett. For as many injuries as he's had, and you know how I am about injuries, he played really, really well last year. He was the best Niners defensive back by far. I feel like the Niners need to do whatever they can to try to keep him. I really hope they do keep him. With the secondary being in such flux, they need a constant back there, and I feel like Jason Verrett would be it. This whole secondary is pretty much free agents this year, so if I had to prioritize the first two, it would be Trent Williams and Jason Verrett. So it'd be interesting to see come March free agency what exactly this Niners secondary is going to look like. My next would be K'Waun Williams. Niners slot corner. He's one of the best in the league by far. I think this just really comes down to what the Niners can afford. If they re-sign Jason Verrett and Trent Williams, that's going to take up a big chunk of their already shrinking cap. So you wonder if they go with the cheaper route, something that's already on their roster, or if somebody they can draft or whatnot. But I see K'Waun Williams as another re-signing priority, but I also see him as someone the Niners might not be able to retain. Next is Sherman. I really don't see him as a priority. I feel like he's said his days with the Niners are done. I think he's on the downside of his career by far. So to keep it short and sweet, I do not see Sherman coming back. My next guy would be Kerry Hyder. I feel like the Niners' defensive line is their strength, and with Bosa coming back next year, if you can bring a guy like Hyder back, I think it would be really important. Thing with Hyder is I think he played himself out of re-signing with how well he played. Not to say he's going to play that well again. To me, he's like Ronald Blair, but healthy. The thing with Blair is he's never healthy. I would love to see the Niners bring back Kerry Hyder. If they did a Trent Williams, Verrett, and Hyder as the guys as they bring back, I would be very happy. But again, not super likely because of how well he played and how much he might garner on the open market. But who knows? The cap's going to be really low this year. A lot of teams are going to be doing one-year deals, so maybe the Niners can afford him. And my last one is Kyle Juszczyk. I feel like Kyle Juszczyk is somewhat of a luxury. He is really, really useful in the passing game and the running game, and I would love to see the Niners re-sign him. But I feel like that would have to be something where he has to take a team-friendly deal, where he's made his money already. If he really, really wants to come back, then I say he's going to come back. But Kyle Juszczyk, there's not a lot of fullback openings in the league, so again, this might be one of those situations where he might get an offer from somewhere else that's a lot more money, but it might not be a team he wants to go to. So we might win on that one. So those are my 6 players I may have forgotten some. Those are like the six players I see the Niners, focusing on re-signing. Sherman being the most least likely, and Trent Williams and Verrett being the most likely. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think is the priority between the guys I just said? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like what you hear, drop a like and subscribe. And as you guys know, as always, I'll see you on the flip side.